Hey guys, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I'm here to do a video that I've been promising I would do for a really long time. This video is all about my fitness routine. As you guys know, I've been really working hard to get back in shape after having two babies back to back, and it's been a little bit challenging, and I really feel like I've found my groove and I'm doing something that's working really great for me. So I thought today I would take a little time and share that with you, share my favorite resources and tips and tricks, exercises that I love, apps that I use, everything. I'm just going to go over all of it. The description box is going to be a very useful thing in this video because down there I'm going to link everything that I mention in this video today. So if there's anything that I talk about that you want to try or purchase, you can get to those down below. I'm also going to try to link as much information as possible because obviously I can't just go into everything in deep detail in a video like this, but if you want to do some of your own research, I'll have some of that down in the description box as well. I have done a fitness journey video in the past. I will link the first one in that playlist up here. But basically what I did at that time was I did a 30-day cleanse where I stripped out all carbs and sugars, cokes, anything. I just went full on paleo diet, and if you want to check out that journey, then just watch that playlist up above. This time I went a little bit differently. I'm going for a more sustained lifestyle fitness. And what I mean by that is you can go ultra strict for a 30-day time period and just cut out everything that you love, exercise all the time, and just eat things that are only good for you and count all your calories and blah. But you can't do that for a lifetime and stay sane. I can't. Maybe you can, but I can't. So what I'm going for this time is complete lifestyle change, doing something that is tenable, that I can keep up with, that I can enjoy, and that I still can enjoy the things in life that I like to do that aren't as healthy, like enjoying cake or coffee and things like that. So let me go ahead and jump into this, talking about all the things that I'm doing on my lifelong fitness journey lifestyle that I am working on now. So just like you saw in my last video series on this topic, I always like to start off whatever kind of lifestyle change I'm doing in the fitness world. I like to start it off with a cleanse. What I did last time was a 30-day cleanse that I did on my own, just of stripping out everything that was bad for me from my diet. This time I decided to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to show it to you now. I tried the TEAMI 30-day detox, and I'd never heard of this particular brand before, but I thought it was interesting that they had a 2-tea pack, and so I purchased it to get an idea of what I would think about it. Now, the tea comes with two separate teas, like I just said. One is a skinny tea and one is a colon tea. I'm going to say up front that I stopped the colon tea after a week, and I'll get into all that in a minute about why, but I have really enjoyed the skinny tea, and I'm going to tell you about both of those so that you can decide if this is something that you'd like to do. So the premise of doing a cleanse is to basically clean out your gut, clean out your insides, and have a fresh start, if you will, getting all the toxins and just garbage out of your system so that you can start off with a clean slate and a gut that is healthy. And to be honest, one of the reasons why I was drawn to this is there is a lot of established research on the link between gut health and mental health. And as you guys know, I struggle with anxiety. I'm an outgoing introvert. I have some mental health things that I deal with, and I thought maybe trying a cleanse like this might have some mental benefits as well. So what I got in this pack was the colon tea, which looks like this. It's little tea bags, and then loose leaf tea, skinny tea. When you get your pack, this actually came with a calendar that you could follow. When I stopped doing the colon tea, I quit keeping up with this. But this calendar basically tells you what you do each day. And essentially you start with the skinny tea the first day, and you do skinny tea every day for 30 days, and then you do the colon tea every other day. Like I said, I stopped the colon tea, and I'll tell you why. My whole thought about the colon tea was that it would help me sort of stay regular and eliminate toxins and all of that. But I noticed that I personally wished this was just way too strong for me. And to go into a bit of a TMI here, I am extremely regular. Like, I am a go to the bathroom first thing in the morning every day kind of person, and so this was a little overkill for me. And in fact, the first time I steeped this tea, I did it for too long and I got a little sick the next day. I even found that when I steeped this for just 30 seconds, it was too much. It was just too intense on my intestines, and I didn't like it. So I did some research and I found that people who tend to be very regular, this is too harsh for them, and that was me. So I ended up stopping. But one of my Instagram followers tried this when I started talking about it on my Instagram page, and she said that she is lucky if she goes to the bathroom once a week. And she said with the colon tea, she has to steep hers 8 minutes just to get her system going, and then it starts working. So I'm not using this anymore, but I am keeping it around the house to use as a sort of natural, more gentle solution for if anyone in my house or me and my husband are constipated or having digestional issues. I would rather use this than something like Dulcolax, because this is definitely less harsh than Dulcolax, which is full of chemicals. This one just has senna leaf, which is what causes the harshness. Root hawthorn, berry extract, lotus leaf, lime leaf extract. It's just all roots and leaves. So it is a natural tea. It's a natural solution for helping you be more regular and eliminate toxins if you are a person who does not have a regular digestive pattern. But for me, since I am so regular, this was just too much and I stopped using it. But I've been using the TEAMI Skinny Tea every day and I love it. This is not an appetite suppressant. It is not a diet pill replacement. It is simply a tea that is designed to, one, help you cut out coffee. It has a little bit of caffeine. It's a natural energy booster. And two, to eliminate cravings. I personally feel whenever I'm starting a cleanse, I not only want to cleanse out toxins from my body, but I want to make sure I'm not putting new toxins in. And for me personally, I need some help in that regard. I just tend to want to snack on chips and cookies and all of that other garbage. I actually do find when I take the skinny tea that I just don't feel as hungry or as snacky as I do during the day. I still want to eat meals at regular times. Like I still get hungry breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I eat a big full meal, but what I find is that I don't want to snack throughout the day. It just completely eliminated my desire for that. Like I said, I won't be doing the colon cleanse anymore, except just keeping those extra teas for emergencies, but I will be continuing with the skinny tea, and I'm really enjoying that. So that is sort of how I begin my fitness routine. I always kick it off with some kind of cleanse, but obviously that's not sustainable. You don't continue on a cleanse. You do it for a limited amount of time. So one of the biggest things that I do to make sure that I am really being sustainable with my diet is drinking my water. And I think you can't be on a fitness journey and not drinking water. You're fooling yourself if you think that you are. I've been drinking out of my Big Bottle Co. water bottle. I just fill this up every morning and I make sure I drink it all the way down by the end of the day. And I have found that by drinking water, my skin looks better. Now I don't pee as much as I did when I first started drinking water. So if you're just beginning to drink water and you're peeing all the time, that'll stop. And I just find that now if I don't drink my water throughout the day, I need it. Like I can't live without it. And I love that feeling because we should be drinking water a lot and we don't drink enough of it. Now for what I eat, I have just generally found that being a mom makes it a lot harder to follow a strict diet. Before I became a mom, I followed the paleo diet religiously and I cooked these big extravagant meals and they were all so healthy and nutritious and good. But I find now that that is very hard for me to do. So for me, it's just being kind of smart about what kind of foods I eat and how I plan and prepare for them. Someone asked me on Instagram if I prep my meals, and my answer for that is no, but I do plan my meals in advance. Breakfast is super easy. I always have the exact same thing. I either have eggs with a little bit of cheese on top and some kind of fruit like oranges or banana, or I will have oatmeal with maybe a slice of toast with peanut butter on it, or oatmeal, or I'll have a protein smoothie where I just put in whey protein, orange juice, coconut milk, strawberries, and ice, and I just have that for breakfast. I'll get back to lunches in a minute, but for dinners, I have found that following healthy recipe books has been my best bet, and there are two that I work from because these are both really, really easy recipe books to follow. The first one is Whole30 Fast and Easy. I just really like this one because all the meals in here are very simple and easy to prepare. They don't have a whole lot of ingredients, so you're not spending a lot of money, you're not letting food go to waste like I do sometimes when I try to do these extravagant meals. I don't end up using all of the produce that I purchased. So I really enjoy this book. It's all healthy Whole30 meals, and if you don't know a whole lot about Whole30, I'll link some information down in the description. But this is one of the main books that I cook dinners from because I know that I can cook everything in here quickly and easily, and you don't have to have a lot of kitchen know-how to use it. The other book that I use is called The Low FODMAP Diet, and this I use because my husband has Crohn's disease, and this has specifically a lot of recipes in it for people who have digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, colitis, things like that. They've basically found a whole lot of the foods that cause digestive discomfort, and this recipe book gives you recipes that don't include those things. So if you're someone who has irregularity or lots of stomach cramping or just digestive issues, this might be a really great book to cook from because it's almost like Whole30, except more things removed from it because those things might cause pain. Now let's talk about lunch because this is honestly where I struggle the most. I do really well at breakfast because I'm eating with my kids and I'm making a healthy breakfast for them, so I just eat the same thing. At lunch, I'm preparing a nice big dinner for everyone and I'm making sure that it's healthy. But at lunchtime, I'm kind of on my own and I'm very busy with my children or I'm busy with work. I don't have time to put together something nice and healthy for myself. So what I have been using almost exclusively for my lunches are these Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. I love these things. They're like $2 to $3 per bowl. Each one has between like 250 to 300 calories and they are filling. Like, praise the Lord, you actually eat these and feel full at the end. And so for me, to just be able to pop this in the microwave and have a hot, fresh, tasty meal ready for me after 4 minutes is amazing. You know, obviously it would be more ideal to be preparing fresh meals for myself that I got out of the produce section at the grocery store, and I do hope to return to that eventually, but to be honest, at this time in my life with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, it's not feasible with my lifestyle right now. So I would much rather eat a meal that I know is healthy and good for me, very low in calories, relatively low in carbs, and very low in sugars, and I can feel good about what I ate instead of having regrets all day long. Now, I do snack throughout the day because I find, especially when I'm doing a lot of intense cardio workouts, which I'll tell you about later in this video, I do want to snack. 3 meals is just not enough to keep me sustained throughout the day. So I've kind of found some staple snacks that I like to eat throughout the day that I know are good for me, that don't make me feel bloated or overly full, and that are healthy. That usually includes an apple with peanut butter. If you are on paleo, you can use sunflower butter or almond butter. I love carrots with hummus. Those are just so good and pretty healthy. I like the Halo Cuties, the little tiny tangerines or clementines or whatever those are. I'll snack on a lot of those. I like snacking on oatmeal with some chia seeds put inside of it. Granola is always a great thing to munch on. And usually if I'm grabbing for anything else, it's usually some kind of nut like walnuts or almonds or cashews or something like that. I've cut out Cokes completely from my diet, and in fact, I don't crave them anymore at all. And I'm embarrassed to say that before I started this journey, I was probably having 3 or 4 Cokes a day. And now, just the other day, I took a sip of my husband's and I spat it out into the sink. It tasted like chemicals to me. I couldn't even process it. So getting rid of the Cokes was a really big step, and I'm thankful that I've done that. Having the TEAMI teas and my big bottle of water has helped with that a lot as well. So really it's just trying to, oh, and cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. I'm staying in the high protein, low carb kind of arena with my snacks, and I'm finding that works out really well. So I think that's basically all I wanted to cover about my nutrition. We've talked about doing a cleanse, drinking water, all of the meals and snacks. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch over and talk about exercise because I think that's probably, for me, the thing that's had the biggest impact.